Okay, these are radish seeds. Now I recall I left that end of a row of radishes to go to seed. This was the reason, to get the seeds out of them. And there is, well, inside of each one, you'll have like a half dozen seeds or more. Yeah, there's 3 in that one. But they are regular radish seeds. Well, I got a series of screens here. These pods are hard. You know, they're well, like a bean pod kind of, but they're very hard. So I break them up over the first screen. Then there's a finer screen. I can get the smaller stuff out, but you still have some big ones to break up. But then in the end, you end up with this chaff with a lot of just pure radish seeds mixed into it. Well, this is enough wind to maybe, because that's how I'll sort. You run them in the wind and the light stuff goes out and the seeds stay. But you end up with nice radish seeds. And now, I know there's always a hesitation on people's part, you know, will they grow? Well, if you see that little row right there, that was some seeds that I wintered out of these about a week ago and planted them. And they grow fine. You know, it's just a matter of making sure you keep seeds. Because God only knows what next year will be like as far as seed availability. So I am saving everything that I can, you know, and that was the advantage of running heirloom stuff, you know, that then you can save the seeds. Because yeah, there are some things that if they're hybrids, you're going to get weird stuff that isn't going to produce anything. But if you got heirloom stuff, I would say you want to save seeds. And a lot of stuff like right behind me here is some dill. Well, that's easy enough, you know, to save dill seeds. I tell you what, plant a dill, you got enough dill to. But I got, you know, most of my dill is still in the flowering stage. So when that gets, well, there's some that's in seed pods. Or heads. Let's say here's a head of mature seeds that could easily be saved. You know, but how much dill does a guy need? Well, I better not get them mixed into radishes. But like I know the turnips are going to seed. You know, some of them. So anytime you have that kind of thing, well, I'll be back in a second. This is rhubarb. Now rhubarb goes to seed, and that's what these are, is rhubarb seeds. Each one of these has the potential of making a whole other rhubarb plant. But I got enough, I don't need to seed anymore. But, you know, like I say, even on like tomatoes, you can easily save the seeds off tomatoes, but there again, you have to make sure you're dealing with the heirloom varieties. But I got a lot of tomatoes coming. A lot kind of pushing me. But I think I got about, you know, these I'm still at the where I'm kind of eating them as they ripen stage. You know, I'm keeping up with them that way. But I know, give me a week, and I'm going to be pounding out the quarts of tomatoes. But they ain't that hard to do. You know, tomatoes go fairly easily. But things are piling up. Well, give me a second again. Patience, I'm coming. Just So if I shut the camera off, then I have to edit. I don't particularly care to edit. See, I have, these are the sugar babies. And they've been ripening up. And these peppers, now a pepper too. I'll get my knife. Very good, you can save the seeds from them. You know, there's a heck of a lot of seeds in a pepper. That's the kind of thing that's worth hanging on to. And even, you know, like I've had people ask me, well, why don't you plant seedless watermelons? Well, they're kind of a freak of nature, and you ain't gonna get next year's production. But here, I got a lot of, this is enough sugar baby seeds to plant everything I need for next year. You know, it's a good idea to save them because, like I say, I have no idea what the future holds. But I don't want to be without seeds. So you save everything you can. It ain't that hard.